You know that guy you filled out the survey for? His score is B. He's a guy with promising potential, but he has work to do. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you, things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10 dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10 dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He is much more of a talker than a doer when it comes to moving ahead in life. Even though he might share grand ideas or plans, his actions don't always match his words. Over time, you might notice that he stays in the same place while others move ahead.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he doesn't lose his temper or make a scene, but he tends to retreat into himself. Instead of bouncing back quickly, he is likely to pull away and keep his worries to himself, making it hard for others, even you, to know what he's feeling. He's steady on the outside, but doesn't really use setbacks as a chance to learn or grow.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
Most people at work find him easy to be around because he doesn't get angry or cause drama. But he's not always polite or thoughtful with his words. He tends to keep to himself and doesn't go out of his way to be friendly. So while he's not picking fights, he's also not winning hearts. He stays out of trouble but also out of the spotlight.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do really well in your career, he is unlikely to feel threatened or insecure about your success. He tends to live in his own world and doesn't compare himself too much with others, even his partner. Instead of jealousy, you might notice him cheering you on with warmth and genuine excitement.
What if you start earning more than him?
No, he likely won't secretly resent you or feel insecure if you earn more than him. He's usually comfortable with himself and not obsessed with who's earning what. Instead, he'll probably be glad that you're both taken care of.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He tends to handle money with care and prefers sticking to a routine or budget. He's not someone who will make big, sudden purchases or waste money on things he doesn't need. You'll find him paying bills on time and making sure the basics are covered before splurging.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He lives within his means and doesn't try to act richer than he really is. Flashy things or showing off aren't important to him, so you won't see him buying things just to impress others. With him, what you see is what you get. There's no hidden spending or pretending.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is kind and caring in his own way, especially with people who are close to him. But when it comes to money, he tends to be careful rather than generous. You'll notice that he helps and supports others emotionally, yet isn't quick to spend or give away resources without thinking. His kindness is steady and reliable, even if his wallet stays mostly closed.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is generally straightforward about money and doesn't play games or keep secrets. He likes routines and clear rules, so he will usually tell you exactly what's going on with his finances. He prefers everything to be out in the open, which can make life together feel more secure and easy to manage.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He is likely to expect both of you to follow a set routine when it comes to housework rather than believing it's only your job. For him, keeping things in order is important, so he's willing to pitch in and do his part if that's what's agreed on. He appreciates when everyone works together to keep the home running smoothly.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He isn't the sort who just sits back and tells you what to do. He prefers routines and order. So he's likely to actually roll up his sleeves and get involved with chores and even diaper duty. He wants things done properly. So he'll take part himself rather than stand on the sidelines. He'll help out because he believes it's the right way to keep life running smoothly.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He may not start an argument just to prove himself right, but he also isn't great at talking things out deeply. When you share your side, he listens quietly and might withdraw into himself rather than argue. You'll notice that he tries to keep things steady rather than get into long debates.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he tends to stay calm and doesn't say mean or hurtful things. He won't raise his voice or act aggressively. He'd rather walk away or go silent than create a loud scene. You don't have to worry about harsh words or scary outbursts from him.
Does he have a bad temper?
No, he's not someone who gets angry quickly. He keeps his emotions under control and doesn't lose his temper over small issues. If you like a peaceful, low drama home, his calm way of handling anger is actually a good sign.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He is more likely to quietly accept responsibility for his mistakes rather than blame you. If he realizes he's done something wrong, he may not always say a big, heartfelt sorry out loud, but you'll notice him trying to fix things or do better next time. He doesn't make a fuss or try to turn the problem around on you.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he will respect your boundaries and understands that no truly means no. He wants peace and stability in his relationships, so he's careful not to push or pressure you into anything you're not comfortable with. If you say no or set a limit, he's more likely to give you space rather than argue or try to change your mind. His caring nature means he wants you to feel safe and respected around him.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
No, he's not likely to take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. He understands that everyone has ups and downs and respects how you feel. You won't get guilt trips or cold treatment from him because of this.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to treat your private moments with care and respect. He's not the kind of person who will use your vulnerabilities or secrets against you, even during tough times or arguments. You are safe sharing your true self with him. He values privacy and treats these moments with quiet dignity.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is likely to be faithful and not easily distracted by other women. He values stability and routine, and once he's committed, he tends to stay steady and focused on his partner. His way is to build trust and keep things simple and reliable at home.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
No, he is not the over possessive or jealous type. He doesn't keep tabs on you, act suspicious, or try to control your actions. He values a calm, drama free life, so controlling behavior isn't part of who he is.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, his protective nature is not a sign of a controlling personality. He cares about your well being, but he expresses it by wanting things to be orderly and safe, not by making rules for you or bossing you around. If he steps in, it's out of genuine care, not because he wants to be the boss.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will see parenting as a team effort and not just your job alone. He likes routines and wants things at home to run smoothly, so he believes in sharing the work to keep the family strong. He expects both parents to pitch in and won't leave you carrying the whole load.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he will stay calm and not lose his temper. He doesn't believe in yelling or scaring the children. Instead, he prefers to quietly guide them and help them understand what went wrong. If there's a problem, he's steady and patient, offering support rather than harsh words.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support you as both a mother and your own person. He understands that you have your own identity, dreams, and needs outside of parenting. He respects your time, your choices, and the effort you put into all parts of your life.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he's not the kind of man who would support your career now only to later pressure you to quit after having a child. He respects routines and believes in shared responsibilities, so he's likely to want both of you to keep working together, even after becoming parents. He understands that your career is important to you and will look for ways to keep life balanced rather than expecting you to give up your goals.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will likely treat your parents with friendly warmth, not just with surface level politeness. He may not be overly expressive or dramatic, but he'll show his care through steady respect and small, thoughtful gestures. He values family harmony and wants those around him to feel comfortable and welcome. He is more likely to try and adjust to your family rather than expect them to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he will handle it calmly and not make things worse. He's not one to blow up or add fuel to the fire. Instead, he'll stay steady, give you support, and help keep the peace as much as possible.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
He's not the kind of man who will act modern with you in private, but suddenly expect you to become a traditional supportive wife just for his relatives. He prefers honesty and routine, and what he expects at home is pretty much what he expects in front of others. You'll feel free to be yourself both with him and around his family.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he will support you rather than stay out of it or side with others. He believes in keeping his home steady and wants you to feel safe with him, especially during tough times. His main goal is to keep peace, but not at the expense of your feelings.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He isn't likely to be a mummy's boy. While he respects his mother and cares about family harmony, he does not blindly follow her wishes or let her make all the decisions. When there's a conflict between you and his mother, he will listen to both sides and try to keep peace, but he won't automatically take her side against you. He values fairness and wants things to be smooth at home, so he'll stand by you quietly and support your feelings.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He is not the kind of man who will share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He values privacy and believes that what happens between you two should mostly stay between you two. With him, you don't have to worry about outsiders knowing all your personal issues.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, overall, this guy gets a B. He's a guy with potential, but he has work to do to live up to it. Being with this man day in and day out is like living with someone steady, reliable, and quietly caring. He brings routine and order to daily life, helping keep things running smoothly without big drama or surprises.